Alright, today is 8/17/21, and we are going to be talking about linear measure. Linear measure. That's measurements along a line. Alright, linear, that's a fancy word for line. So, two parts to your assignment today. Both parts of the assignment will work off of this same key concept. And the concept is betweenness of points. And here's the concept. Point M is between points P and Q. If and only if P, Q, and M are collinear. Collinear was a term yesterday, I believe. Does anybody remember what it meant? Very good. On the same line. Collinear means on the same line. Collinear. Non-collinear would mean not on the same line. Collinear means on the same line. So here's a picture of this concept, betweenness of points. We got a line segment here. Alright, it's got point P on it. It's got point Q on it. I'm sorry, it's got P, M, and Q. These 3 points, they're all on the same line. So they're called collinear. This distance right here, that represents the distance from P to M. This distance would represent the distance from M to Q. And right here, this is your entire distance, the whole length of the segment, and that is the distance from P to Q. So a couple of rules related to this would be that segment PM, if you took segment PM, the length from P to M, and you added it to MQ, what would that equal? It would equal PQ. Very good. So another way of saying it is that these two smaller pieces, P to M, which is a smaller segment, plus this other smaller segment, equal the entire segment. Now, what if you took PQ and you subtracted PM? You're left with the distance from M to Q. Good. And if you knew the distance if you took the distance from P to Q and you subtracted the distance from M to Q, that would give you the distance from PM. Very good. So in part of your assignment today, you're just going to be given a segment with some dimensions on it, and you're going to add and subtract. In the second part of your assignment, you're going to be given a description of a longer segment and two short segments. And you're going to have to write an equation and solve the equation to find these distances. So I'm going to do a couple of examples right now. Alright, so if you're asked to find EG, when you're asked to find EG in geometry, that means find the distance from E to G. And if you're given a picture, and your picture looks like this, EFG, and E to F is 3.5, and F to G is equal to 4 3/4. Well, wouldn't this E to G be the sum of 3.5 and 4 3/4? Okay, so EG would equal 3.5 plus 4 3/4. So that's when you get out your calculators. I'm sure everybody has their TI 30XA by now, right? Very good, very good. I knew this was my favorite class. And you add 3.5 plus 4 3/4, and you get 8 1/4. Very good. The calculator does all that for you. Alright? Calculator does all that for you. And then you can convert it to a decimal if you want. That's the F to D button on your calculator. What's 8 1/4 equal to as a decimal? Oh, come on. What's a fourth of a dollar equal to? Isn't it 25 cents? 4 quarters in a dollar? Right? So 8 1/4 is equal to 8.25. Very good. Very good. Is that like what, minimum wage? $8.25? Anybody in here have a job? Oh, you get paid more. And you're worth it. Alright, same deal. What if we got to find EG again, but we got a different drawing? Let's say now our drawing looks like this. And we go E here, and we go G here, and now I'm moving F down to there. And you're told this. We're looking for EG, so we're going to do, we're going to make this. Let's make this, oh, I don't know. Alright, so now we got to subtract, right? So now this segment EG, which is right here, this EG going to be equal to the 17.5 minus the 11.25. So our EG is going to be equal to 6.25. Alright, one more little note here. If you're given this picture, go. E again here. F's at the end. Try to put G in the middle. And now watch. Between E and G here, if you ever see a black or a red it's called a tick mark. And another one right here. Those two marks are called tick marks. It means that E to G is the same as G to F. It means those two distances are the same as each other. Alright, so if we're still finding E to G, and we're given this, and this is 12, then what's EG equal to? EG equals the 12, but we're just going to divide it by 2, right? Because the two pieces are the same. So whether it's 12 or it's a decimal or a fraction, if there's two pieces in here, we just divide it by 2, and that's equal to 6, and we're done. What if there were 3 even pieces, equal pieces? And then you divide it by 3, right? Good. All right. Second part of the assignment. Here's what the problems are going to look like. You're going to be given a description. And your description is going to say, find the value of A and XY if Y is between X and Z XY equals 3A XZ equals 5A minus 4 and Y to Z equals 14. When you're given this as a question, first thing you want to do is you want to draw a picture. The pictures are way easier to deal with. So it says that Y is between X and Z. So let's get a segment down here. Let's put X on one end and Z on the other end. And this description says that Y is between them, so put Y between them. And then you take the given information and you fill it in. You're told that X to Y is equal to 3A, so this is 3A. X to Z is 5A minus 4. That's this entire piece. 5A minus 4. Y to Z, piece is 14 right here. You're asked to find the value of A and X to Y. Need this piece right here. Because this X to Y is equal to 3 times A. So we've got to solve for A first. So we're going to use that same concept of the two smaller pieces added together. X to Y is 3A and Y to Z is 14. So 3A plus 14. What's 3A plus 14 going to equal in this case? Well, remember now, you can't add something with an A after it to something that doesn't have an A after it. What will the two small pieces added together equal? Won't they equal the big piece? Which is 5A minus 4. You got to be thinking in terms of A right here. Here's your one small piece plus the other small piece. It equals the length of the entire piece. Alright, so now we got to solve an equation for A. So subtract 3A from each side. This 14 is going to equal 2A minus 4. Then you can add 4 to each side. This 18 is going to equal 2A. You're going to divide by 2. Nine equal to A. That was the first part of the question. So your A is equal to 9, and if xy is equal to 3A, then xy is equal to 3 times 9, and 3 times 9 is equal to 27. So there's the second part of your question. Just be careful when you're reading the problem and drawing your picture. Be careful to get your expressions in the correct place. And remember, the two smaller pieces, this x to y plus y to z, the two smaller pieces added together have to equal the total length of the segment. Alright? The total length of the segment minus one of the smaller lengths equals the other smaller length. So however you have to set up your equation, just follow that rule up here of betweenness. Alright? You can always go back to this rule when you're working on these problems. Any questions? Alright, your assignment for today goes back to this right here, this page 19. Your assignment for today is page 19, problems 14 through 19, and problems 21 through 26. You're going to show all your work very neatly on a clean piece of paper. You don't want to turn your notes in, okay? Page 19, 14 through 19, and 21 through 26. Feel free to take a picture of the textbook if you want to or need to.